you have what it takes? The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for amateurs of all skill levels to play for Team USA and compete against an international field in the King's Cup, a 54-hole match play event at Glasson Golf Club in Athlone, Ireland. When you win your flag at the USGC King's Cup National Championship, you become a part of Team USA at the King's Cup in the spring of 2022. The road to the King's Cup begins with a national qualifier. Learn more at usgolfchallenge.com for all the details.
Vibracore?
Vibracore. That's pretty cool.
It's injected? It's injected.
Vibracore. I feel the vibe. I'm feeling it.
So what is it?
The best feeling and longest times you'll ever hit.
Is that Bernhard?
Oh, great. Langer. You know why I play Tour Edge? Because I win with it.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices as well, and on BGT-TV. Oh, great. Bill Cuevas.
Yeah, I was just listening to you. I was like you were drinking or something.
All those guys that feel that way about Bernhard Langer, I feel that way exactly about Bill Cuevas.
Oh, so you're intimidated by me.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to win again. Yeah, damn. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that you grab and you embrace the fact that I'm at a different level. I appreciate you, bro.
This segment is sponsored by Tour Edge Golf, golf's most solid investment. Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Nothing.
Not even the construction diva.
Oh man! As we wrap up hour number 2, what a great segment that was with you guys. I was hanging out with the producer back here,
chiming in,
chiming in,
Tito's beverage,
stirring the pot, being devil's advocate or just the devil.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I'm with you guys.
Yeah.
But as Phil McCracken and myself was talking about, here's the thing. Let's talk about the Ryder Cup. Team format, only one trophy.
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
It is dumb.
It's anything. I really do. And this isn't, I don't want to hear like, oh, well, not everybody gets a participation. No, that's not it. It's the winning team. Right. But everybody on that shouldn't have to share a trophy. That's dumb. Do you know how much money is in all of it?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, there's enough to get a trophy for every single.
And if it is about the money, instead of spending $800 on one medal, spend $600 on a medal and get everybody that deserves a trophy.
Right.
That's $200 across the board. Everyone.
And by the way, I know you guys said during the segment that'd be one extra medal. It's actually 3 extra medals, but
because of the gold, silver, and the bronze. But I didn't want to correct her. I didn't want to be like you are. I didn't want to correct. Yeah, we sort of kind of did, but it was okay.
No,
Amanda, you were trying to stop at 13. You know what I'm saying? So I know what he's talking about.
I agree with Biggs where, yes, then you need to bring in the fact that we have these other challenges like the Ryder Cup that aren't money-based. It's a team. But the team, once again, everybody that competed made up that team and why they were able to win. Yes. One person didn't go out there and do this. So I'm not really sure what the deal is and why this is such a struggle for golf.
I think because it just came back, maybe.
And I haven't paid too close of attention, but does the does the Olympics for golf, do they have a single competition for a single golfer and they also have a team competition for as the country? Or is it just single competition? That's an individual competition.
It's single. I mean, everybody obviously wants the more like USA medals they can get. Like we hope we see all three of us.
Well, sweeping.
But I don't
the gold.
think there's any like
Yeah, I don't think there's a team
There's nothing
competition
other
in it.
than- yeah.
That's more like the Ryder Cup and everything else like that when the USA goes against this. But how many? I mean, you had Rafa from Puerto Rico. He was there for the Olympics, and I'm kind of confused, and maybe you guys know it because I don't know it. I know that Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth of the United States.
Right.
So by that, there's no green cards, there's no this, there's no that. Travel in and out. That's part of the United States. This is the United States. Go back and forth. Why wouldn't they be able to participate under the United States? Why, if Puerto Rico isn't a country but a commonwealth of the United States?
Well, when people talk about the U.S. and then they say and Puerto Rico, because it is a commonwealth, but and so I'm with you. It's a little confusing to why
I truly don't understand. I really don't.
We include you, and other things you're separate, but maybe they're just that strong in multiple. A lot of times when a country can't be strong in like various things, they it's like. I don't know.
You know what? There are some people out there, not everybody, but there are some people out there. You ask them, "Oh, are you from America?" No, I'm from Puerto Rico.
Not me. I always
there are some people that are like that.
Yeah, because if you're a natural born United States citizen when you're born over there, so it doesn't matter.
Was that decision USA or was that Puerto Rico's decision to try to get their own?
I don't know. That's when I started seeing because they had a few of them.
I think at one
and it wasn't like it was
a decision to be their own individual.
We're strong enough.
I don't
because you have a Puerto Rican baseball team.
Well, I forgot who asked me. They asked me about who's the president of Puerto Rico, and I was like, the president that lives in Washington. He's the president of Puerto Rico. What are you talking about? They're like, no, don't they have their own? I was like, no, they don't. It's not.
But that's a good trivia question.
Well, Biggs knows when we were in Puerto Rico and we did the show, how many people had their passports out?
Oh, everyone.
Oh, ready to go.
Except for me and him. We didn't have it.
We were laughing our butts off in the line. We're like, passport.
When we went and we turned our luggage in and we were turning it in and they were like, where are you going? Puerto Rico. What did that caddy or what did he call him? Sky cap, whatever. What did he tell us? Oh, that's an international flight. You got to go inside.
Right.
And I said, international? Puerto Rico is part of the United States. I'm not going out of the country. I'm just flying to another part of the country. He's like, no, that's not true. And now, mind you, he works at the airport. Great guy, because we see him all the time. But I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah, but
they're part of the U.S. And then he went and had to verify. He goes, I never knew that.
Yeah, and I would say that 85% of people don't know that.
Don't know. They have no idea.
Now, I will say this because you're flying off of an island. You're flying, back into the mainland. Okay, but still United States, but it's a mainland, just like Hawaii.
Yeah.
Sure.
Even if you go to Hawaii, when you come back to the mainland, you still have to go through this agricultural stuff.
And we did that. We did the same
had to do that.
Remember that? They took our bags.
A whole thing.
Looking for food. Yes, ask.
So this is very important.
Very important.
The better question is why, Mr. Cuevas, why did you not get asked to represent Puerto Rico in the Olympics?
Well, what happened was, you see, when I was talking to their, I was talking to their president, right?
Yes.
Wait, was I talking to? Wait, hold
on
a second.
Wait, I hope.
Let me look this way. Was I looking for their? I was talking to the president, and something happened. And what happened was, he referred me to the governor. Which is ideally who's in charge of Puerto Rico is the governor. So there's a governor.
Isn't that a female?
I don't honestly. I think right now that's probably why I'm not living. She says I'm not sending that Hibaro over there. No way. He's not going to represent. No. That's all I heard was no.
No. Yeah.
And I'm like in English, Spanish, and any way you put it, no is still no. Yeah. So yeah,
they said his East Coast Bronx accent took over his Puerto Rican accent. So.
Well, actually,
Actually,
it's not. It's actually, it's not the Bronx accent. It's the New York-Rican accent. I was born and raised my first 7 years of life in Spanish Harlem, so it was different. And that's New York. That's why they. I mean, it's not
Sure.
racist. Everybody said you're a New York-Rican because Spanish Harlem. That's where we had. It was Spanish Harlem. That's where a lot of people from Puerto Rico lived.
So maybe in 4 years we can look for you representing.
Representing. Well, maybe I can represent both.
Maybe
You know what I
by
mean?
then
Split
it'll
me-
be the same thing.
Maybe by then it'll be the same thing. Maybe they'll vote to be an official part
Mhm.
of the United States. I just haven't figured out why that hasn't happened, but we shall see in the
it be
future.
golf
Hopefully.
or pole vaulting?
Well, ever since that woman broke her pole, I know. You see,
man.
she broke her pole, got a boo boo, and didn't win a medal, and then she was crying. So yeah, and the way those poles bent, no. But we ain't got much time. So what was the other stuff that we were going to talk about? We already 11
the
minutes.
Olympics. I mean, I want to get back to that because here's the thing. So let's just say the caddies do get some form of medal recognition or whatever case might be. Maybe
as they should.
10% of the medal that is the size of the original gold medal, whatever.
I wouldn't go 10% of the medal, Biggs. That's just ridiculous.
So because
play
in
devil's
any
advocate.
tournament, whether it's a charitable tournament or anything,
Mhm.
it's well known that caddies are to be seen and not heard as far as post celebrations. So therefore, you don't see the caddy out there with the Masters champion. He's not even in the Butler.
Well, I gotta hold you up. Who won the Masters this year?
What does that have to
Who
do?
won? Well, his caddy, right? Which nobody was calling the caddy by his name, right? Until we mentioned him on the show.
Mhm.
What did he do? Didn't he get more recognition than anybody for the way that he went and respected the game of golf?
Oh,
went by the flag and everything else. So he was seen at the Masters. He was.
He was.
And,
He was seen because of an act that he did.
Yeah.
But
that's right.
Typically, and that's not typical, Bill.
No,
that is not typical.
When you
Caddies
see who's
typically
Bones,
in post celebration, caddies are not on the stage. They are not at the trophy presentation.
No, absolutely.
They are in the locker room.
Who gets hugged first?
The caddies.
Yeah, but he's saying they're not going up giving, like, when they're giving their speech, the caddies.
Exactly. Absolutely. I agree. They don't have to be there at that particular point. Go ahead.
I as a player, I would want my caddy there. I'm there.
I think they deserve that. You're a team.
And I don't know, on a pro circuit, is that some kind of written rule that the caddy's not a part of the post? Because every single place and every single tournament and every single win, except for obviously, right, the Masters just past weekend, abnormal circumstances that involve the caddy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Normally, no caddies are at any trophy presentation.
No.
Well, they're not even. They're not. Tell you the truth. I mean, sometimes they'll talk about the shots that, Bones walked me through this shot, and that's what helped me, get a birdie on the 18th hole. However, most of the times it's not, the caddies are not thanked in the post games, in the interviews, or anything like that. I mean, are the caddies a lost, thing in the whole victory thing? Probably.
Could be.
But that's a common sport that we're in as far as golf goes, that the caddy is not involved in any kind of victory.
No, and we agree with that. We just feel that if you're going to the Olympics, you should get the recognition.
And I'm fine with that. But
I think across the board, a change needs to be.
Absolutely.
Maybe. Yeah. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, if it's not being done at a USGA event, that there's no money purse involved, like the Ryder Cup or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you only get one trophy in the Ryder Cup, and that has to go around for the whole team or the captain of the team.
But it makes you wonder what does the caddy get? There has to be something in it. The caddy's just not going to go and not make something a living.
I think because these are premier players, so they already. I think the premier players are for the Olympics. The premier players are flying their caddies there. They are putting them up.
I think the government pays for all that stuff.
No.
The
Oh,
country
yeah.
that they're representing. I don't think even they stay at
No.
the country village, don't they? We got to find that
Well,
out.
no, they're staying at the Olympic Village. Yes.
Yeah, but doesn't the country take care of that?
Yeah,
The United
the
States. I think the athletes don't pay for
You know
that.
what? We gotta get Jeff King. Jeff King was just at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So-
everything is paid for by
Yeah.
the so
the
everything,
Olympic committees.
as
yeah.
long as you're following like protocol as being an Olympian athlete,
Yeah.
and they start paying, like if they know, like let's take Simone Biles because everybody knows her.
Yeah.
But when they know that they want her to come train, then they start giving her endorsements and getting
Yeah.
it all lined out
To get her out,
she's
yeah.
set for 4 years prepping for
Like
the next.
stipends or something like that. They give
Yep.
money, so all she has
Well,
to be,
they're
all she has to
sponsors
do.
out there to pay for the training facilities and all
Mhm.
that stuff. I mean, that stuff is not free.
But yeah,
you know?
Well, before it was the government because
And you know
couldn't
what?
take
It
money
could
from
be the
anybody else.
main sponsor of that particular golfer that takes care of the caddy.
Yeah,
Could be.
like
There
you
has
said,
to
they
be
can't
something.
there just because.
Right.
No, yeah, especially in another country with everything that's going on.
Yeah,
No, I mean, you saw we could have been in Ireland, or we are in Ireland.
And you know what? Some golfers out there may have like created duplicate gold medals to give to their caddy and say, hey, you're a part of this. We don't know.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
we just
it could
don't.
happen.
Yeah,
But
no, it'd
we
be
just
nice.
don't see it in the public eye. They're not on the
No.
platform with them.
Nope, not at all. I say give them recognition. That's all I'm saying.
But
We're
then
gonna put-
we have. I mean, if we do that, like Amanda says, then we have to give recognition across the board and all amateur events. That there's no money involved in the caddies. There's caddies that've been with these golfers. Like the USGA events.
Mhm.
And I don't know why caddies aren't getting more recognition to start.
I don't,
I mean,
because a
even
lot of
if
stuff that they
it's
do is unique.
post-round interview. Have you ever? I mean, I think I don't know if I've ever seen a caddy get an interview. Hey,
Yeah.
tell me what the round was like out there today. Because
Right.
he's going to have a lot better idea than
Yeah.
the player. The player is in the motions, not thinking about it.
Well, the player is focused right on one thing. I'm one hole at a time. Where the caddy is actually thinking throughout the rounds
Mhm.
and thinking and knows and has notes on what that golfer did the prior hole. With okay, he hit this wedge and this is what he did with
On
this
the
wedge.
first round, this is what you
Right.
did in the third round.
You
This
know,
is what you did in that.
I mean, and
instead
the
of hitting
caddies
that
had-
driver, hit your 3
Yeah.
wood. Let's try
Right.
this. Let's try that. You hit this one, blah blah blah. So I think they do have a good.
Can you imagine? I mean, Bones is on the analysis teams and the commentators and stuff like that.
Yep.
But can you imagine when he was representing Phil? Damn it! I told Phil not to use a driver on that damn hole, but he.
Well, you
didn't.
see, just recently
Some of those
with
caddies
Kuchar,
have a lot to say.
wasn't
Oh, yeah.
Bones with Kuchar just recently? They had the reunion and they won again. That Kuchar just won a couple weeks ago.
Was
that
that
with
Bones?
wasn't it? I believe that was with Bones. So
awesome.
there's a lot of stuff that goes on, man. Some of them they're there in the limelight for a reason. So I like to see them all get that kind of recognition. If they deserve it, they should get it.
How do you feel out there? Leave the comments below. Write in this if you're watching us on YouTube TV or Facebook Live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live and YouTube TV. What do you think about the Olympics? Should the caddies receive a gold medal or silver medal or bronze medal, whatever their golfer won in that category? Love to hear from you. More Bigs Golf Talk coming your way right after this.